What if accepting yourself meant that you also had to accept people's projections of you? Greetings, beautiful being. Welcome back to my channel, Rising with Rachel. I am Rachel, and together we rise and talking about all things cosmic and consciousness. Before we get started, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button if you're feeling like you want to share a little extra love. Maybe leave a comment down below, as it does help our silly little human earthly algorithm. As much as I don't want to be a part of that, I do want to be a part of spreading the messages that are so deeply needed to be planted in the consciousness of the human collective during this revolutionary time in human history and human consciousness, as we are on the forefront of a spiritual revolution where through our individual work, we are anchoring in light codes, which is information that helps Earth raise her vibration to embody the fifth dimensional Earth that she was always meant to be. And it starts with you and me and our awareness. So let's get into it. Today, I want to talk to you about what it really means to accept yourself. When you think about accepting yourself, you think about accepting all the different versions of you that have existed throughout your past, right? You think about all the times that you definitely could have done better. Maybe you could have said something nicer. Think about all the times that you fell short of who you know that you are in the truth of your being. But the other day when I was at the beach reviewing my life, as thought daughters do, I started thinking about the experiences that I have endured and the connections that I've had in my life and all the different labels that people have placed upon me. And as the logical mind does, I instantly started to defend those labels. For instance, if you were ever called a crazy ex-partner, then you're going to start to justify in your head why you are not that crazy ex-partner. You're going to start to say, well, the thing that you deemed as crazy was actually a response to the thing you did, which was actually crazy. Or if anybody's ever called you mean, you would reflect on the fact, hey, I was feeling attacked by what you did or said to me. So no, I wasn't being mean. I was defending myself. We seem to find all of these justifications for people's labels of us. And I realized while reflecting on this that keeps us in a state of denial. And when you deny yourself in one aspect, you deny yourself in every aspect. It creates a restrictive, closed off energy in your biomagnetic field, in your energy field, in your aura, that creates a blockage for you to receive further blessings, because denial is a lower vibrational emotion. And in the smallest, most intricate ways, we are playing out that theme without even realizing it. So think about it this way. When you play a video game, you have a first person point of view where you can see through the eyes of the main character. In first person point of view, you can see yourself on the street, the people around you, etc. Or you can switch the view and see the main character from the third person point of view, which would be seeing their whole bodies, seeing how they operate, seeing them as well as the people around them, and so forth. So in our everyday life, we are in that first person point of view, right? We don't experience ourselves outside of ourselves in that third person point of view, but other people do. We are the only person in that first person point of view who knows our true intention, who knows our real emotion, who knows the thoughts that we're thinking, who knows that we meant yes when we said no. Because other people are also in their own first person point of view, they are not considering any of that when it comes to you. The only way that they create a sense of who you are is through the actions and words that are surface level showing up through that third person point of view in their experience. So it doesn't matter if you were just trying to defend yourself because you felt attacked. If somebody perceives you as being aggressive, as being mean, they're going to receive in their first person point of view that, wow, this person in their third person point of view is just a little mean, is just a little hostile, which means that that version of you exists and is true. It might not be true to you, but that doesn't matter, because truth is subjective, right? You know your truth was that you felt attacked in a particular situation, but somebody else's truth is that you were just being mean that day. And to deny somebody else's truth, to deny that aspect of yourself that they created, even though it's not true for you, is to deny a part of yourself, because everybody's reality is real. Reality is subjective. What everybody is perceiving is what they are receiving. And yes, of course, everybody is then receiving through their own lens, through their own biases, through their own baggage that they have been carrying their entire life. But that is none of your business. Even the avatar that somebody creates of you, somebody's perception of you, is none of your business, but you cannot deny it because you don't agree with it, because it is not your truth. It might not be your truth, but it is still real for someone else. And that includes even if somebody knew a older aspect of you that would behave in ways and say things that you now wouldn't. If somebody's perception of you is is an old version of you and that's all they know and they didn't get to see your growth, that version of you that is not as grown is still real and still exists. And you cannot deny that, because that is denying yourself. That is denying your multidimensionality. So yeah, this just hit me extra hard the other day because I found myself so quick to defend myself, because I know what my truth is. I know what my intentions are. I know what my feelings have always been. I know the way that I operate in the world. And I realize that although it might have always been my intention to come off a certain way, that might not be the case. And that's okay, because when I deny an aspect of myself, even if it's the furthest thing from the truth, I have to accept that that reality is real to somebody else. And that aspect of me does exist. And when we can accept these aspects of us, even if they are not our subjective truth, then we fall deeper into acceptance of ourselves. And when we accept ourselves, all versions of us, and the ones that others have created, we raise our own vibration, because we are able to come into a wholeness with all those aspects of ourselves, understanding our multidimensionality, understanding all different aspects of us and why those aspects existed in the first place, what their purpose was, what messages and medicines they're able to deliver to us. But when we deny those aspects of ourselves, we keep ourselves fragmented. Like, think about a light hitting a disco ball, right? When the light hits a disco ball, light is fragmented into little bits, but the ball is still whole. We have to remember that we are that disco ball. So even when the light is shined upon us, when someone's projection is put upon us and we are fragmented, we are still whole. And in that wholeness, we can remember the truth of who we are, the magic of who we are, God's source energy that we are at our core, and therefore be able to move forward with all aspects of ourselves to be able to co-create the life that we have always dreamed. But we cannot do that when we are living in a state of denial and keeping around in our vibrational field this lower vibrational energy. To accept yourself means to accept all aspects of yourself, and it means to understand all parts of yourself, and it means to work and create with all parts of yourself, even the ones that you might not deem as true. Because again, they are true to somebody else. So yeah, a little bit of a shorter message today, but this was just a revolutionary thought that I had the other day, where I was just like, wow, I am keeping myself in a state of denial in the smallest ways without even realizing. And who am I to deny somebody else's reality? Because I don't like when people do that to me, right? I'm pretty sure there's a word for that. It's called gaslighting. Who am I to low-key gaslight someone and then claim to be spiritual? You know, I can't deny somebody else's reality, even if it's not true to me. And that was just an epiphany that I had that just blew my mind, because it allowed me to accept myself in a deeper way and give myself grace for every aspect of me that I know to be true and that also was created, and to send love to all of those aspects, and helped me kind of pull those light fragments together and realize that I'm still here, I'm still whole, and work from this place of expansiveness, from this place of wholeness, from this place of understanding my multidimensionality. And it's been a permission slip for me to allow myself to experience peace of all that I am, all that I can be, all that I ever was, and move forward with this enlightenment. So thank you guys so much for listening to this. This is definitely a conversation that can go way deeper. I'll probably make a podcast episode on it, but I would love to hear your thoughts on this, or if you have any questions or further insight, if this is a conclusion you've come to yourself. I know that if you're watching this video, you are one of the soldiers on the forefront of the spiritual revolution with me. So thank you so much for being here. I see you, I honor you, I love you, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.